Hey y'all, what it is, what it do? It's your girl Brittany. I am back. I am better with another video. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, like the video, click the bell to be notified of every time I post. You know what it is. I know what it is. We know that I post frequently. All right, y'all, say it with me collectively. We are jumping, we are skipping, we hopping, we leaping, we doing a duggy bow or duggy yow into this video. Click the link down in the description box below to become a paid member on my Patreon. All right, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this, that video. Now, this episode of Playboys, episode 3, was Zeta's down. This was Zeta's episode. From the beginning to the end, Zeta came and woke his house up. He never minded. He needed that. He was gonna get that. Okay. This was all about Zeta. Okay. Nothing else happened. Nothing else went down. This was Zeta's episode. Very much so. Like you have to give it to Zeta. Zeta came in. Zeta very much gave personality. Very much, never minded. Was gonna get in the field every time. Came cute. It was given. I say as far as confessionals go, it was Landon's. Landon, y'all know he always gonna tear a confessional up and down. And I definitely think that, this was his as far as like confessionals go. Mari was so cute, but he minded. Mari minded. They said that Mari was kind of a background character for the season, very much so. I guess his friend had got knocked out at the reunion, so it's like, are you like your friend? You can't fight either. Like, what's going on. But it do seem as though he gonna give us looks. He's gonna give us looks. So we start off the episode with Rich Day fighting Sheik. Cashy, he asked Cashy, which one? Who you want me to get? Cashy said, get Sheik. He said, Sheik, come on, we finna get that. Boom. So the boys get that. It definitely very much gave Ty. It gave Ty. Both of them was sticking in there with each other. Very much, because they wanted to keep going. And, she gave him his props, said, hit hard, very much. But I don't mind. I really don't mind. I told y'all that before. I never minded them making Sheets go out and work. All that pretty, this Playboys. You might have got away with that on Deja Vu. But like I said before, I want to see who he is outside of that pretty stuff, because it very much could have just kept liking your pictures on Instagram. You think you're gonna come on TV and think that Instagram is gonna transfer over to TV. It ain't giving it. And a little bit, I'm not gonna lie, from the confessional Rich they gave, it gave a little bit of hater, because it's like, okay, I want to fight you because you're pretty. But it's more like, to me, the way I see it on Playboys, it's giving like, no, I'm gonna make you get up, I'm gonna make you work. I'm not gonna just allow you to say whatever you want out your mouth. You think you're gonna be tea all day and say what you want to say, but not have to stand on no business. But she's can fight, so it's not like he can't fight or nothing. But his default is, I'm pretty. I'm just so pretty. Oh my gosh, I'm too pretty for this. That's his default. So I'm glad that they, waking him up, making him work. I will say, Tay, Sheen, they is tired, baby. Y'all must not fight like that. Cause when I tell you, Cashy, Rich Zay, they was able to keep going and going and going and going and going. They over there out of breath, tired, hand on chair, like, what is going on? Now, I'm going to have to go and get Sheeks together. I don't think that because he got with Rich Day program that Rich Day started crashing out because he got with his program. I think it was more like he said, come on, let's do another round. You declined the round because you said that you had to get your breath. You was tired. So, no, I don't think because you got with his program, he was just like, okay, well, I'm not for to crash out. You ain't beat him up for him to crash out. Y'all got with each other program, and he said, okay, give him my program again. I honestly, in my opinion, when it comes to people fighting, this example, when it came to Naj and Cash, that first round, everybody can give it they all that first round. But them people that really know how to give it up, they gonna keep going round after round after round. People who know how to, have some stamina and really work, they can go round after round. Certain people just, it's not used to fighting like that, so they can go one round. But if we want to really like determine a winner of the fight or something like that, you go a second round, then it's like, all right, if y'all just kept going, you really couldn't mess with them. But it just depends on how much the person fight, how much stamina they got, how long they take their break, all this, all that. And again, like I said, this first little half, Landon's confessionals cleared. He ate the room up. Like he said, Rich very much came on that energy this season. Last season, it definitely gave very much he was getting his foot wet. But now it's giving, he comfortable. He ready to do it. He know what he has to bring. And, obviously he did Playboys. And he did some shows outside of Playboys too. So when Playboys came back around, he was more comfortable. And he was ready to give TV, So I do like that. And you ran up and then nothing happened. Like, be for real. So we go to house A. The boys is finding a room. Shinks want to have his own room, but I think he end up rooming with Tay. I don't know if he know Tay already or not. All them is from Houston, but it seems as though Tay gravitated to him, and maybe they was friends before this. But I think they end up sharing a room. But see, that's what we talking about too. That pretty stuff, that pampered. Like everybody run to go get their room. He just more like, damsel in distress. I'll just get a room. Oh my gosh, what room do the princess want to get? Like that's what he give off. JR keep talking like, tomorrow gotta keep your head on the swivel. Ain't nobody stunning you. JR way too comfortable. As y'all know, I told y'all he related to T-Lo now. So be for real. Like ain't nobody finna try you. Don't nobody want to be bothered with you. Ain't nobody finna say nothing. Not the way to know JR. He gotta keep your head on the swivel. For what? Everybody know anybody finna hit you. Tay is so handsome, but every time I see him come on my screen, I think, I don't know why. Like, literally. And they don't make it no better with giving the side view in the confessionals. I just see the lip hang. I just see it. I'm like, like it just, I don't know. Is that gonna be the whole season? I don't know what's going on. So Zeta come in on the walk up on the confessional, giving life. Very much is comfortable, ready to give us TV. Okay, very much ready to give us TV, putting it on, giving cute, very much so on the walk up itself. And then, like I said, confessionals, walk up, giving personality all the way. So mind y'all, Zeta. The show I seen him on was on Valley Boys, season 1. I seen him on there. Did his thing or whatever. Now, I don't know really what's him and D Scott's beef. He said, Landon has something to do with it. But I will agree with D Scott, when he said that Landon is a friend to nobody. We've seen this time and time again. Landon can definitely be a snake in the grass. He's an opportunist. He manipulates things very much so all the time. He's definitely not one to be trusted. Very much so. So I agree with him on that part. So the first fade that Zeta get in is with D Scott, obviously. And again, on the walk up, he was on there. He had some twerk for him. Very much. I would say, the first round, Zeta was coming in hot. No pulling hair, coming from the spine. D Scott was able, to get a little few punches in while he pulled Zeta hair, uppercut him real quick. Went to the floor, Zeta got in there digging. Bow, bow, bow. And then, mind you, D Scott kicking. That's why I really didn't want him on the show. But okay. And mind you, when they get up, Zeta like, I'm putting belt to ass. He told me something. What bell? You're kicking. What are you talking about? We just seen you. Hercules kicked the hell out of this boy. What is you talking about? He kicking. He's not kicking. He's coming from the shoulders. But, on the walk up, Zeta was on there and he got that. So mind you, Zeta ready. Zeta is so funny. We in Miami turning up another night. Oh no, he up there living. Now, this is what I be saying. Y'all love to steal the girls' lingo. It's a respect to the law. You gonna respect the law. It's a style. It's a swag about it, okay? I would love to go around here trying to steal somebody's lane. And don't even say it right. It's respect to the law. It's respect to the law. You gonna respect the law. It's respect to the law. It's respect to the law. Okay, let's get it right. So they finally get around to the second fade. And okay, in the first fade, I'm not gonna lie, he did start off by kicking. He kicked him in like the leg. But again, like I said, D Scott, you up here climbing the damn chimney with him by the end kicking, like doing the most. So they finally move on to the second fade. The second fade very much gave to me, Zeta got that too, like very much. D Scott just ran him back and pushed him on the wall. But y'all know security feel like they made a glass. So we didn't really see, who was hitting, who was macking after that. And not only that, I know D Scott back is on the floor. Okay. How hard they hit that hardwood, I know his back is still sitting there, standing there, standing there. I really want people to stop thinking that a whoop is had here. A whoop was not had. D Scott didn't do anything but took Zeta to the couch. A whoop definitely was not had. Zeta was punching. D Scott really was just like punching Zeta a little bit in the bottom of his chin, but Zeta was hitting him all on his cheek. Like a whoop was not had that second round. You definitely can tell that D Scott and Khalil was supposed to be friends. He's really going hard behind his homie. Really going hard. I love that Zay is doing the mirror on the wall, talking to himself in third person. It was hilarious. Like I love the mirror on the wall. I can't get no work, but I keep handing it out. Boom. So Cashy goes into, a little more detail about his feelings towards, him and Maul's encounter, and he basically just lets it be known that his brother does has a disability, and his brother is his rock, that's his heart, that's his other half, and he be damned if somebody gonna talk about his brother in his face and he don't get that, which is true. I understand. I definitely understand where he's coming from. Him and Maud are, rekindling a relationship and figuring a relationship out. Both of y'all definitely went below the belt. Even with you saying I talked about your parenting, you still talked about that man child, So both of y'all went below the belt. I get it, I understand, but both of y'all went below the belt. Both of y'all were talking about people who could not defend themselves, and that's why y'all got in the field. But I am overall happy that they were able to come back together. They men don't take stuff to heart as far as women goes. Like they don't hold grudges as long. They're able to talk it out and understand each other's point of view. Maybe they won't ever be as close as they were, but they are, trying to get back cool, which I do love that for them, because they really were actually good friends. So I do hate that, their friendship came to that, where they did have this big public blow up. But I definitely think if boundaries were set early on, especially on Cashie's part, that I wouldn't say this wouldn't have happened, but it wouldn't have came to these kind of blows, in my opinion. Because early on, he was saying like he hated how Ma would talk about him, calling him like a bottom and stuff like that. Like he felt like Ma was throwing shade or picking on him, and he never spoke up for himself when it came to that in a friendship. But again, if he would have spoke up on that early on, saying like, oh, I don't like when you do this, brother, or whatever, I think lines wouldn't have been as I don't think lines would have been as crossed. And when they first got into it, it wouldn't have been as like personal business going out there immediately. Now, mind y'all, they end up talking about the eliminations and how Isaiah for real about the eliminations. And how the boys is doing their thing, but he could have more. I like Isaiah so far this season. I like what he's giving. Like, I think, this go around, he's very comfortable in his CEO position. And I do like the fact that he's more front and center when it comes to Playboys. I definitely think when it came to Dollhouse, a little bit they was kind of disrespecting him. He really ain't had no voice in Dollhouse, you could tell. But on Playboys, he might have, had a group meeting and let them know, hey, this is my shit. So if I say do this, I say do that. That's my shit. This is giving just hit that line. Cause welcome to Playboys. Welcome to Playboys. Very much. Did we catch you just putting it up there? Did you just take the belt off? Is it in the bathroom with us? Like, welcome to Playboy! Welcome to Playboy! Welcome to Playboy! Did we just get the line? Okay. Did we? I need to know. So Zeta on that. I like Zeta already so far. Zeta is on that. So Maul is like, you shouldn't have inserted yourself in him and Landon's business. Zeta said, I'm gonna get to you. Let me catch my breath. Let me catch my breath. I'm gonna get to you. Security. I said, okay, Zeta. Love him already. So Maul coming up to Zeta, mind you, you keep pressing Zeta. Zeta said, hold on, back up. And Zeta said, hold on, you ain't got no twerk for me. Don't keep coming over here bothering me. Now, I'm not gonna lie. That little 10-second fade was everything. I ain't gonna lie to you. Both of them was in there macking. Both of them. Now, I'm not gonna lie. Zeta got Maul twice. And when Maul came back, he ate Zeta up twice. You seen Zeta head go boom, boom. I ain't gonna lie. I don't even know what to call it because both of them was in there. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think it gave no winner in that one. It gave, like, hit hard, though. Hit hard. Like, Zeta came in giving Maul some work. And then, Maul returned the favor and gave Zeta some work. So both of them was up in there. That was a good little squabble right there. D Scott come in, fly like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Back. Girl, I am just hollering. It's the jump on security back. Got him. Gotta tap in real quick. A jump was had. Well, a tag team was had. So Solo wanted to get that for Zeta, but it really gave talk. I ain't gonna lie to you. Solo never moved. He's saying run that, but not moving. Not going towards the target or nothing. It's just giving, like, don't do it again. It gave warning, but it didn't give, I'm fighting behind my friend. It never gave that. It didn't give that at all. Sister, talk for me right now. I'm still catching my breath. Talk for me, sister. You got it. I'm starting to pick up Maul. As soon as you call somebody your brother, I'm seeing it go somewhere else. If y'all know the history, y'all know the history. But as soon as that's my brother, it's been 3 brothers now. I'm starting to pick up this brother talk. This brother slang is for something else. I'm starting to pick up the uno, the dos, and the tres about the brothers. No, Ma, I think the only why you let it go with Zeta is because you seen people had Zeta back. AKA Solo. When it came to the dialogue of it all, Solo was one of the ones who, spoke up for Zeta. And he was kind of more like, no, this, Ma should stayed out of it, da da da. The other one somewhat semi was giving like, we on Maul side, pick a side, we're on Maul's. But, obviously why they gonna pick Maul. But I feel as though Solo definitely was speaking up and saying, like, no, Maul should have stayed out of it, which was true. He should have stayed out of it. And not only that, you ain't think Zeta was going to get with your program. I think it was that too. You was in shock. Like you said, nobody has ever just punched you off the dome, came up on that. Zeta was on that. Zeta told you back up and you thought you was going to punk him out. And Zeta said, Bob got him, not playing with you. Now, the funniest interaction during this whole episode was Zeta checking Maul. He said, you gonna ask me yesterday, do I need that? And that ain't your first time. And when they flipped the camera back on Zeta, he said, you think I'm gonna let you slide that third time? No, I'm gonna get on that. It's Maul reaction. So it was a period simple. Period simple, as you should. Right, like, that was so funny. I honestly, no shade, I feel like this season Maul is very comfortable with who he is as a person. Now, as y'all know, Maul has always read. He's always read. He's always been a reader. He's always been a comedian. He's always been intelligent. He's always been able to speak well. But I think this season is showing us a different, or not even different, like a more evolved Maul. And he's very comfortable with himself. I love it. Like, his arrogance is still there, the way he speaks, all that great stuff, all that is still there. But it's like, air of sprinkle with it, and I'm enjoying it. Okay, so I feel as though, he said that he want him to see it, but I want you to see it because Zeta definitely was getting with your program. Now, don't get me wrong, it gave you hit harder than him. You backed him up a little bit, but let's be clear, Zeta was up in there with you, Mom. So I think you need to see it as well. But that's another thing too. Early on, I was saying like all this extra editing and stuff that now that CV be doing. Okay, cute when they reading each other. You know what I'm saying? Cute when they reading. If y'all want to slow it down, in the beginning, whatever. But I've always said I need the drone shot. Like one thing I can say for South Central Baddies season 5. One thing they gave us was some drone shots. They slowed it down and they gave us different angles. I'm not saying I necessarily need the different angles with the editing. I think y'all, I don't know who happy Eddie hungry over there, who just love to edit down the fights. But what I need y'all to do is calm it down, relax. When it comes to the fights, when they read each other, all this, okay, edit, confess. But when it comes to these fades, I don't need all the in the middle. He knocked him down. I don't care. Let me see the fade. Okay, I'm gonna ask y'all. Do y'all consider them little 3 dots on Zeta head nods? Cause to me, them don't give off nods. Them just give off like bumps. Like maybe he had already came in with the bump. I don't know. I'm not saying that Ma didn't knot him up, but I'm saying too. Usually when I see knots, you could visibly see knots, and it wasn't giving knot. It wasn't giving naughty. It wasn't giving naughty. It was giving scratched up, but it wasn't giving naughty. No rings. So the boys in the other house is going down the list of the boys in the other house. Everybody had like a different person from the other house. I thought they would be more organized and it'd be a collective decision on who they thought would be eliminated. But Autumn had a different person in the other house. Now, when it came to Landon talking about the only reason why he got casted is because me and him got into it because of Ivory. Yeah. Yeah, babes. You went out your way clout chasing. So yeah, you helped him get a spot. Thank you. You very much so was clout chasing off of that whole situation. You was trying to get more visibility, in my opinion. Trying to say like, yeah, I'm on there behind Ivory, daughter this, daughter that. I think you was chasing clout and you was trying to get more visibility, more so than Khalil. I think Khalil just seen it as an opportunity and he didn't mind. But you, on the other hand, looking for clout. Like I said, he seen the opportunity and he ran with it. Didn't do nothing with it as far as like defending his homegirl, but he wanted, that. Ant never gave Beyonce. It never gave Beyonce. It never gave in the front like Beyonce. And if you are in the front like Beyonce, it's because you're forcing yourself to be in the front. But it never gave Beyonce. It gave very much the women who was in the group in the beginning, who names we don't think of, don't remember. And it's no shade to them. I'm just, he brought up Beyonce. He wanted to be in Destiny's Child so bad. But it's giving the women who helped build up Destiny's Child, who, we never really talk about when it comes to Destiny's Child. When we think of Destiny's Child, we think of Michelle, Beyonce, and Kelly. You know what I'm saying? Like, it never gave Beyonce, though. It never gave Beyonce. Okay, now, when it comes to them keep talking about the houses being divided, the show being divided, it's too early. It was already divided. Production had already divided y'all up early on. So I think it had y'all already came in divided. It wasn't like, oh, well, I think the house is divided now. No, the house been divided. The house was divided before y'all even got there. Production had already had this grand idea of dividing y'all up. So we end up meeting Marty, and off the rip, he is so handsome, clean cut, nice looking little dude. Now, mind you, they said that Marty was at the audition. They showed Ty find his friend. I'm like, Ty, where was his energy when Cashew was putting belt to ass with you? But okay, nevertheless. But we seen, him and Marty friend get it up. Marty friend ends up, getting KO real quick, by the shoe to the face or whatever the case was. And I'm in my head like, why are we watching this? Why would they not show us Marty fighting? But Marty, in my opinion, from what he's saying, it really don't seem like he owned it behind his friend. He probably is not gonna catch no phase like that. That's what it's giving. And I guess he was the dude that was in the trailer when food was smashed in his face. Some hit his face right then and there. I don't know what it was. It looked like a pie to me, but hey, it probably was that pasta that they was eating. But from his demeanor, it's not giving he finna catch all them phase. It's not giving it. He's standing on business behind his friend. None of that. So the rest of the Playboys come outside and his house beat. So mind y'all, they didn't give us a sneak peek of Cashy mollywopping Ma on the floor. I'm like, damn. He told me something, we'll keep waiting. And I'm just feeling as though the wait is getting shorter and shorter as we get through these episodes. So Rich Zay come out there, he on that, he need that, he looking for an issue. So with him looking for an issue, he wanted to sit by Maul. Maul is like, security, no, get him away from me. So Maul is there by himself. So in the beginning, he was getting into it with Cashy. Ant jumped in, and then Rich Zay jumped in. So it was just a lot of back and forth, and he was having to defend himself by himself. Now, mind you, again, it's you shouldn't have talked about the brother. You shouldn't have talked about the brother. But again, y'all have to hold accountability on both parts. Cashy definitely was talking about his son too. And as much as Cashy want to say parenting, you was talking about the child. Maybe you didn't put the child on the t-shirt. Maybe you wasn't, blankly just saying anything about the child, but you saying like, oh, you don't come see your child, you putting the baby mama into it, you saying how you had to buy shoes for the little boy and all that. That's you talking about the child, like doing like you wasn't necessarily being like the little boy looked like this or the little boy, da da da. But you just bringing up the child and how he don't do for the child. You bring the baby mama, all that has something to do with the child. So you're talking about the child. Now, Ma, you definitely didn't have to say anything out the way to Metro. Metro was standing there looking cute, sitting looking cute, and you just decided to say something out the way to Metro. Metro definitely looked clean, boo. Like you was trying to read, you could have kept it on Cashy and Zay. And Aunt love to jump in. Like, ugh. I don't know who get on my nerves more, him or D Sky, but right now he has my last nerve. Cause like all that extra be uncalled for, and really y'all even trying to come at him being like, this is what you shouldn't do, this one you shouldn't do. I get that y'all brother, and I get that y'all trying to take up for y'all friend, but y'all friend got it. Y'all friend is putting bill to ass. Y'all friend ain't missing no day of the week. Like, y'all friend really don't need no backup. He really, really don't. So Sway had to step in. Tilo looking crazy. Isaiah looking crazy. That's so funny. So I guess they trying to get the cameras ready so when the boys do fight, they got the camera set up, which should already happen, but okay. So I guess they're trying to get the camera set up. They telling them, don't fight, don't fight, don't fight. They making it clear, don't fight, don't fight, don't fight, knowing that a fight will be had in a minute. And I hope y'all captured it. So Metro calls out Khalil, just saying, I got that eye. You was on the floor. Then JR jumps in. Again, was not needed. And if we being for real, that's what really put Khalil on the show, in my opinion, too, is the fact that he does have a relationship with Nicki Minaj. He has a relationship with Stunner Girl. Like, his connections, his networking. People that, he's around also put him on the show. I don't think it was just because he got into it with Landon or any of these Playboys. The fact that he was talking back, he didn't mind. He going back and forth with them, and again, like who he connected to. So boom, Metro is getting into it with D Scott and Khalil. D Scott is having Khalil's back because they friends or whatever. And is trying to have Metro's back. So he jumps up. Again, he already know these people don't care for him. They don't like him. So he jumping up, trying to start, and they like, go sit down. Go sit down. And my thing is, he like, I'll pop it off. But again, I always want to be Beyonce. You're not Beyonce. You're not the fight that we want to see. No shade. We don't want to see you fight. We've been there, done that. Maybe you get the third fade or something in, but we don't want you to pop it off. They're looking for the stars, No shade. The stars of the show to pop it off, okay? They want the stars to get up. They're going to let the stars run that. The stars are still sitting down. So he did end up popping it off by just spin on Khalil. Khalil throws his purse. Rizé ends up like tapping Khalil, and that was that. But we'll see what happens in the next episode. This episode was cool. It was cool. It definitely was a Zeta episode. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's giving Zeta season. I'm waiting on him to come out because it don't seem like they ain't brought him out yet. But I'll see y'all in the next one. Love y'all. Bye. Hey y'all, what it is, what it do? It's your girl Brittany. I'm back. I'm better with another video. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, like the video, click the bell to be notified of every time I post. You know what it is. I know what it is. We know that I post frequently. All right, y'all, say it with me collectively. We are jumping, we are skipping, we hopping, we leaping, we doing a Dougie bow, our Dougie y'all into this video. Click the link down in the description box below to become a paid member on my Patreon. All right, y'all, come without further ado. Let's go and get into this video. Now, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I was like, where is this going? This definitely felt like the last episode. I'm not gonna lie to you. It felt like, we were coming to a conclusion to wrap up the show. But this episode just gave a lot. 1 minute they fine. Next minute we talking about love and relationships. The next minute we talking about, how we came out, how we, got to this. Then we talking about sisterhood. Then we fight again. So I was just confused. I'm like, okay, so this is just giving. This is scenes that we didn't know where to put it in at, so we just gonna add them all in here. But it's definitely giving very much so. It's time to wrap it up. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. It definitely is giving it's time to wrap it up. So I'm gonna speak on Akasha. I definitely think Akasha was giving mother, but I think if we would have got her early on in the season, it would have been a boring show. It would have been so boring. Now that they about on the last day, okay, cool, give mother, give that, whatever. But if we would have got that first, second day, we would have been like, oh my God, this is boring. Oh, it's giving documentary. And we never asked for a documentary. So we started the episode with Sway and Joyce getting that. Obviously, y'all seen that Sway had ended up hitting her head. Y'all know they had showed us this early on in the season. So we finally got it. So she ends up hitting her head. I'm glad she is okay, though. You know what I'm saying? Because, baby, it's never that serious. It's never that deep. It never needs to get to that point, okay? I just want to be entertained. I don't want anything to happen to you. So she ends up hitting her head. Joyce goes in her confession like, oh, my God, I thought the law was about to be called. I thought I was going to go to jail. I thought this, I thought that in the episode. Ooh, that's what you get. So Pookie says her little piece. She say her little thing. Joyce feels some type of way. Joyce is like, Michaela, run her immediately. Michaela, security guard mode. She takes that wig off. Okay. She gets that braid down going. She like, what up? I said, baby, I need me a Michaela, okay? I need me a little lap dog too. No shade, no lie. Like if I got you, I need mine to run like that. Now I will say this, Pookie, baby. Michaela wasn't getting a lick back. You was getting a lick back. No shade. But Joyce is picking and choosing. She don't mind fighting London. She don't mind fighting Swayana. But when it comes to Pookie, Jelani, people like that, she decides not to get him a fade, which I don't understand why she picking and choosing with the girls. So immediately then, I just get the song Big Bag. I just put her with a big bag. Big bag. I just put her with a big bag. Mind you, I bust out, start twerking. I'm like, yes, big bag, big bag, bow, 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 put with a big bag. Okay, I was eating that up. I wasn't even studying him. I'm just listening to the song Big Bag. I just put her with a big bag. Okay, that was a song right there. It's that song I like. It's another song they did too, but I think they did it on Playboy's last episode. But I ain't gonna lie, there's TV. Some of the songs I be they got really good transition music most of the time. Most of the time, they transition music eats. So after the big bag, pull up, I just came up with a big bag. After that, the girls end up having a heart-to-heart. Basically just letting it be known how, this is really big for now. There's TV, the movement, the culture. ABC, FYG, you know, how big this is and that the girls should be proud of themselves. And, you know, they are about to blow up, which is true. You know, this was definitely a good show. And I agree with JB's on it. It's definitely very much so educational. And, you know, it's good to show representation for T girls and, you know, being able to understand everybody's background, the day-to-day life. Like I always refer to is when JB's and Pookie was up there, you know, the mindset change and stuff. I really more so want to know that than like how the parents and all them, the friends took it. I want to more so know about like the mindset change. Like, what's that like, in my opinion? Like that's what I want to know about more so. So they make Makala and Joyce tell us that they girlfriends, they go together, whatever. Like we didn't already know that, but I guess they wanted them to solidify. And you know, Makala like, you're my heart, my heart, but my heart, you know, all this, all that. So yeah, we already knew they was together. So great. I'm glad we got it confirmed. Now, five girls end up having a sit down, and basically, you know, they were just telling us like what would they tell their younger selves, and you know, how was it with their transition and everything that came with it, which I thought was amazing. You know, again, this is what the second to last episode, so you know, some of the people that have been putting on the show for the camera, you know, it's good to know more about them. So I definitely thought this was good. Some people I want to know more about was Swayana, because I believe she said that like she Chinese and black, so she mixed, I believe. But I would love to know more about like her background. Ari's obviously, I that's my favorite one on here. She's my favorite girl. I love me some Ari, Sway, London. I definitely would have wanted to know more about London. Bria, obviously. Some of them, to be honest. And I YG, yes, but I understand why they put these women in it, because you know they have been like the standouts of the show more so. So I understand why they feel like we wanted to see them. But I would have, you know, I don't mind seeing them, but I wanted to see my girls that I want to see too, who I felt like I wanted to get to know more of. Even Jaden, like if y'all gonna keep Jaden around, let me know why we're keeping her. Yeah, I do think that Akasha was playing co-host. I will say that. But like I said before, I definitely think that they needed her by the end. If she would have came in the beginning, middle, the show would have been boring. The show would have started giving documentary. And we don't want documentary. We want to be entertained. Even though, you know, they keep going on with this thing of like stick together, sisterhood, all this and that. That's in real life. We don't pay our $6 for sisterhood. We pay our $6 to see them fade, fight, get into it with each other, all this, all that. That's what we pay our money for. So Kenzie is ducking smoke. Everybody's trying to make Kenzie go fight JB's, because it was like, you snuck her, give her a fair head up. Kenzie is declining every time. Decline. The card is declining. Very much so. But I'm not surprised. Like, I'm a little surprised that Kenzie went home about it, but I'm not surprised that she ducking smoke. And it's crazy that all them girls gotta come out there and tell you to run your fade. But you was the main one early on this season. It's not us TV. We don't do that. We do this. We do that. Girl, you do nothing. You stay in the background and you know your place when the big dogs come out to play. Now, mind you, JB's is so funny because JB's was standing on business behind YG. Like, she was like, yeah, so you and Joyce needs to talk, because what I'm not doing is letting nobody play with YG. Like, she was standing on that. She's not letting Joyce ever in history play with YG like that. But I love it though. Like, her loyalty runs deep with YG. She's like, no, this is my sister. Like, this is my girl. My girl was trying to help me. And no shade, even to an extent, they was making the OG stand on business. Like, Kenzie ain't the only one. When you really look at the whole overall Dollhouse, was the only one ducking smoke. She really wasn't. I would say out of the OGs, the 4 OGs or the 5 OGs that really wasn't ducking smoke was Savannah, Persuasion, and Barbie. But that Kenzie and that Joyce kept ducking smoke, kept ducking. And I definitely feel as though this episode, Joyce was copping please, apologizing a lot. Like that big energy that she had left when JB's hit the building. Now the girls have another sit down. At this point, the whole real episode was given sit down. So the girls have another sit down, and Joyce makes it clear that she's not a girl's girl. I'd rather her be honest and say that she's not a girl's girl than lie to y'all face and still playing y'all face as if she was a girl's girl. She's not a girl's girl. She said that she's writing for her girls. She's writing for her dolls. And Pookie ends up saying, "Well, we're your dolls." But y'all lying too, because honestly, every time it came to Joyce, y'all are saying Joyce shouldn't have been the host. Joyce shouldn't have been the host. But now it's, oh, we're your dolls. In actuality, all of y'all are cast members. Y'all are girls that come from, different sides of the park. Y'all been in a group chat for 2 years, getting into it, and y'all came to give a show. Y'all didn't come to give sisterhood. We love each other. We fall down and we get up. No, y'all came to entertain us. That's it. I know, like, everybody want to give mature. Everybody want to give, like, we stick together. But that's not real. That's fake. That's super fake. And I would just prefer y'all to keep it real with each other. I don't mind y'all coming to a conclusion, but when then they get on the panel, after the show, the beef starts back up. Y'all ready to get that? So this episode to me is just giving putting on for the cameras, putting on, because in a minute y'all gonna be at the reunion, and these same people y'all peace treating with, y'all gonna fade. So eliminations came. So they eliminated London. Kenzie left on her own, and Swayana. And I'm thinking too, Jaden, hey, we haven't forgot about you, bitch. Go on, get see. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Yes, Swayana and London were giving looks, but they were only giving looks. It was no personality in the building. Barely heard them talk, barely heard them say anything throughout the season. No, they thought they was just gonna sit there, be cute, and that was gonna be that. They already knew what type of show they was coming on. And honestly, I'm not saying everybody gotta give big personality, but give something. But mind y'all too, okay, now that they eliminated all the girls, Bria ends up saying, well, do they want to come out in the parking lot and get that real quick? Joyce tells her, no, they're not going to do that. So mind you, now it's just the women who they have. And Joyce is like, so anybody got anything to put on the floor? Everybody cool. Everybody cool. That's why I said early on, we did not need Akasha, because we was just and nor Sapphire. We didn't need them early on. This the second to last day, so yeah, we need y'all now. But early on, we didn't need all this being nice, coming to a conclusion and all this. Who cares? Don't nobody want y'all to do all that, But by the second to last day, okay, it makes sense now. Y'all dragging the same beefs out. Like, yeah, let's go on, wrap it up. And I definitely think that Akasha and JB's are trying to more so host. They both are kind of like fighting over the co-host position, because you see both of them talking a lot. But again, thank God they both came late. Now JB's goes to the van. She need that, baby. Security. All doors locked. All doors, all security. Surround the truck. Surround the truck. Like, baby, Kenzie did not need that at all. Did not need that at all. Then we get on the bus. London is going on a rant. You know how she paid for this, she paid for that. She lived her life like this. She don't live her life like that. Oh, we need to set up academy for these dolls. So that lets me know you watch Now This TV. Regardless of what the title is, y'all have to understand that, again, this is not a documentary. Like, I don't know how many times I gotta keep saying that, but it's not a documentary, babes. This is Now This TV. Whether you a T-girl, biological, or male, you gonna run them fades. This is a fighting network. When we get that through our head, we will be okay. But this is a fighting network, baby. All that look, oh my gosh, I gave looks. I live my life like this. I don't do this. I don't do that. Yeah, save it. Save it. So Kenzie in the back crying. She want Isaiah to come. I'm like, girl, is your suitcases already in the van? I hope so. Thank God. Then London says that they better get toe up because they better get toe up in the comments and online because the T girls don't act like this in real life. I just don't think that's gonna happen, babes. Like I said before, you're on Now That's TV. It's a network full of fades. If anything, when people watch Now That's TV, they already know what they're getting into. So no, not really. The fact that Kenzie is actually going home shows how scared she is in real life of JB's. Like, girl, you actually going to his house is crazy. Crazy. You didn't need that, scary mamas. I don't want to hear nothing till you get a head up. So Swayana, London, they go in tearing the girls' posters up. Goodbye. Leave gracefully, thanks. We move on to Barbie. The podcast with Armand is coming up. It's in the next episode. I'm so excited to see that. But Barbie is a little irritated, a little hurt because they didn't want her to go. And I feel as though that's why they put her in that scene earlier where the girls were staying. You know how they came out, how they transitioning, mindsets, all that. I feel like that's why they put her in that scene. So, they could break the ice and be like, well, you were in that scene earlier, so no, we don't need you to go to this, all that. But no shade. For this to be a show that, she's put on for, they've quote unquote fought for, I don't think that Barbie did a lot on this show. She was very much a background character. She was trying. She really was trying. She was trying to put on her antics as she usually does. But, it was just more interesting characters here than her. I feel as though it was girls who had really took their transition to me way more serious. They had better looks and they were just a little more prepared to come on a full-on T-girl show. So in my opinion, you, Kenzie, no shade, Persuasion. If I keep seeing that same wig on, I'ma holler. But I just don't feel like y'all did enough. Savannah, Kenzie, and Barbie. I just don't feel like they did enough. I definitely feel as though they became background characters. And nothing's wrong with that because you are supposed to give somebody the baton. But you could tell the OGs wanted more respect or, wanted to have certain privileges than the other girls. And now there's TV seeing it, they were more so going in the background. These other girls was ready for this show. And it was more like they felt that they were supposed to get certain perks because they was the OGs. And that just wasn't the case. So Akasha feels some type of way about Barbie feeling some type of way about not being able to go to the podcast. So she ends up saying that, everybody be giving each other their flowers and stuff. And she just felt like it was weird because everybody was just complimenting each other and giving each other their flowers. And what I would say is, when we sit at the same table, I can give you your flowers all day. You can give me my flowers all day. But if they remove you from that table, why would I keep giving you your flowers? If I'm one of the people who built the foundation of the table and they tell me that I can't go somewhere and I'm the one who built the foundation of it, yeah, you're right. I'm going to have an attitude. I'm going to be mad. I'm going to be pissed off. Because you just got here. You got to the table when the table was dressed up. I put the plates on the table. You just coming to eat. So I understand why Barbie is irritated. She has every right to be. I understand why. Now I understand the flip side too as a viewer as well, because she didn't do anything like I just said. But I understand if I built the foundation, I built the table, I put everything on the table, you damn right I'm gonna be irritated. So yeah. And Akasha too, you just coming in there, you barely have done much of anything. You just let somebody ride. And you giving big auntie, big mentor around here and they letting you go. So yeah, I'm a little irritated. I'm a little pissed off. But they did say a lot of them is running Takasha at the reunion. A lot of the girls didn't really like her like that. So Makayla had already came down with the blue on. I'm like, Makayla, is we washing that bra? Is we washing them pants? Like, why we keep going down with the same fine clothes on every time? Okay, a little weird, but all right. Anyway, so Makala came down there. Jelani really didn't know what was going on. You know, she was kind of lost. What I'm lost is that y'all seen this cute confession look that she gave, and y'all kept the Rapunzel lay down my hair confession look this whole time. I feel like this confession look that she got with this leotard is not leotard. Girl, whatever. This green, like this Lucky Charm look is so cute. Why are y'all just not giving us that? Why are y'all just not showing us that one? That's annoying. Like, she looks so cute right there. But anyway, so Michaela ain't messed up Jelani clothes. She ain't messed up her stuff. So we get Jelani's first reaction because in the beginning she don't see it. But then when she see it, she see it. Now, mind y'all, Jelani goes to put on her stuff because she ready. She came downstairs suited and booted. Akasha's so funny. It's her going downstairs. You need that. You playing not fake like that, man. Run that. Run that. I like when Akasha get like that. It's that get like that. I like the switch. All that nice maturity. Yeah, I don't really care for that one. But that get like that, I let it ride. I love that one. I don't care if Jelani do got a nodder. Whatever. Jelani working Michaela in her sleep, working her. I mean, work out, get her, like, work out. Work out, okay? Simple. I ain't gonna lie. It's Jelani's show. This is Jelani's show. You know, if I had to give it to a girl whose show it is, it's her show. It's definitely her show. Jelani has definitely won the show. But that's all I got for y'all in this one. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I'm gonna see y'all in the next one. Love y'all. Bye. Hey y'all, what it is, what it do? It's your girl Brittany. I'm back. I'm better with another video. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, like the video, click the bell to be notified of every time I post. You know, I know what it is. We know that I post frequently. Come on, let's go and get into the theme song. We are jumping, we are skipping, we hopping, we leaping, we doing a dig it bow, or dig it y'all into this video. Click the link down in the description box below to become a paid member on my Patreon. All right, y'all, come without further ado, let's go and get into this video. Honestly, y'all, I keep the speed on 1.25K when I'm watching baddies. That's how bad I wanted to be over. Baby, the way they be nasty, make it nasty. Honestly, I thought this was going to be the last episode, but I guess not. I guess we probably have one more episode in the dunk, and I'm trying to figure out why did we have one more episode in the dunk. No shade. I'm trying to figure out why we have one more. I'm definitely going to speed through this because I know y'all don't care. I don't care. We're obviously over it. One thing about baddies, I don't know what it is. I think they film too long. They film way too long, and then they just keep stuff in that's neither here nor there. You know, by the time the season ends, or like right at like 15 episodes, we start not caring. It starts going downhill. That's why they have to then have something else for us to be ready to watch. Because, like I said, at the episode 15, it'd be like, when is it going to be over? And honestly, if y'all like me, once I start watching something, it's hard for me to stop watching it because I've invested so much time into it. So we started the episode with Summer going crazy in the club. She ends up throwing a bottle at Coke. Yeah, Summer needs to be smacked. Smack, no head up. It's giving sneak. Just sneak her. Get her done. Get her done and over with. Okay, Summer turns, she lit. She doing a lot. She doing the most. You know, I definitely feel the same as Cole. Like, it ain't never as serious to hit her with a bottle. Hitting her with a bottle is insane. I pray they don't never bring Scotty back because Scotty is so annoying. This princess privilege that she having because she dating Lemmy now, you know, open and publicly, I think is insane. She talks way too much for me. It's like the girl, you don't be want to catch a fade, but you always talking. You always talking. You talking about some the girl threw the wig in the fire. We obviously see that she did, but you always got her name in your mouth, and you be trying to figure out why the girl don't really care for you like that. It's because you always popping it, but you never want to fight. When she was fighting you, whooping that ass in the pool, you leave me alone, leave me alone, leave me alone. Like you be giving her a reason. You always throwing fuel to the fire, but be wondering why the fire burning you. Rolly, you was over there smacking LCK. That's where you was. Boom, we go to the next scene. The girls talking about last night. So Tavy said that she got hit with a bottle. And in my opinion, Tavy probably got hit with a bottle when Cole like pulled it back to throw it. That's probably when she knocked the hell out of her ass with the bottle. Honestly, because the bottle hit Cole that Summer hit through. DTB coming up in here trying to act mature and everything. When you just WWEing a bitch with your elbow, go lay. I get what Rolly is saying, safety first, but ever since last season, it's become like a common thing for y'all to fight in the club. So why would she not think that it's okay for her to fight in the club? Because there be no consequences when y'all do fight in the club. So the big three is talking about last night. Who cares? You know, we're gonna get to that in a minute. I want to talk about they three little rules. Stay cute, dominate, and ain't nobody taking my job. And when I say they've been doing that. When it comes to their job being taken, absolutely not. The big three was the season. The big three absolutely came in and dominated the season, and they made sure lights, camera, action was always going to give the big three. Very much so. I definitely don't think nobody's taking their job. When it comes to Summer, they gonna forever pay Summer. Summer come in and she gonna make a scene about her every time. Lex is one of their heaviest hitters. She gonna fight any and everybody, but Dolly, she is the villain, but I don't know. That fragile body, she either in or out. But I think next season they're gonna have her sit out. So the girls are on their way to a new scenery just to fight because all this, oh my God, positive vibes, Rolly. Oh my God, positive vibes. We're going to do an activity. Girl, the activity is fighting. The activity is just y'all going in a new scenery and busting each other's heads open. Okay, simple. That's the activity. What are we talking about here? And mind you, she had all this to say about Summer and Summer's actions in her confessional. See Summer, don't say nothing to Summer. Talking about, oh, positive this, positive that. But you finna be the host of the most of the fades. Elsie can't talk about nobody not being able to defend themselves. Because you the same one who will say, that fight, okay, give me a head up, and be standing there. While they beat your head and you standing there. Got your hand out. Like, girl, you can't talk about nobody not being able to defend themselves. And then they saying that she wasted the whole season. Oh, she set up here and had this little injury. It could have been went to another girl. It was a lot of y'all spots. It could have been went to other people. If we're just being completely honest here. This definitely wasn't the best cast in the world that I've ever seen on Baddies. It definitely wasn't the best cast at all. If anything, they should have started from the drawing board with this particular cast. Mind you, the girls get there. Cole on that as she should be because you threw a bottle at her. I feel like Cole definitely was winning until Summer started backing up. Like once you seen Summer head up, Summer started getting that. But both of them was up in there. I'm telling you, Cole was mad. Mad girl. She was pissed off. Thongs with pants is crazy though, Summer. A thong with some jeans on is insane. Scotty up here acting like she's so better than, and that's what I'm talking about. That's why I said they need to go and get her off. Just be his girlfriend. Because when it comes to doing a job, she don't want to do it. Tell me, I could have wore my Aloe for this. You could have wore Aloe. You could have wore Adidas. You could have did Nike. Just do it. It wasn't like you was gonna get in the field. DTB calls out Summer, but my thing was then Scotty and Rolly just had a whole scene where they were supposed to be calling Summer out. They felt like Summer was doing too much, but to this day, to this scene, they never said anything to Summer. Mind you, even with DTV calling Summer out, they don't have anything to say, but was just talking about her. Oh, okay. Anyways, moving forward. So Diamond ends up saying, she knew somebody who didn't wake up. Okay, understand. We get it. But apples to oranges, baby. Apples to oranges. Just apples to oranges. Like nobody, we don't need a, oh well, this happened, so don't do this. She talking about just say that you be doing too much, but don't all y'all be doing too much? Ain't this the same person who just WWE somebody in the head with the elbow? Like all y'all be doing too much. All y'all do be taking it further than where it needs to go. But that's why Zeus should have rules in place. You know, it should be consequences. She on the next scene, like she ain't doing that. So ain't no consequences. The consequences is, hey, you're gonna get backlash, but that's about it. But let's be clear too, DTB, you ain't check her. You ain't check her. You said something, but a check one had. Rolly ended up asking Pretty P what beef she got with Summer. Talking about something. I know they went in your purse. Girl, they went in her purse the first episode. This is like what, the second to last episode, and you're hollering about, oh, they went in your purse? That was so long ago. Like Lex said, they handled it already. That was so long ago. Why are you bringing that up? That's so irrelevant. So Scotty calls out, girl, whatever your name is. Anyways, Amber Rose, niece, she calls her out, basically saying like, but you got into DT stuff, and that wasn't none of your business. And you're the same one who got into Lex stuff, and that was none of your business. See, the pot calling the kettle black, but if Latina would have said, get up, let's fight, she would have shut up. Like, that's what I'm talking about. Even last season when it came to Rolling and Slim, she involved herself in that. My hands. I'm sorry to my hands. Like, I swear to God, this is the pot calling the kettle black. But never want to fade. But, oh, I look too good. Oh, if I would have known, I wouldn't have came. Like, I'm telling y'all, now that she's sitting pretty with that man, this going to be her attitude from here on out, because she knows she's not going to be able to get touched. All that nice, she was playing in. She played that role very well to get in her spot, to secure her spot, to be public with that man. She secured it. Now that she secured it, oh, this brat, this demon, it's coming out. I'm hollering. Lex came over there with her beer trying to cheers with everybody, and Tommy just like so unbothered. It was hilarious. That was so funny. Then they asking where Natalie at. So my thing is this: as much as Rolly played like, oh, I was having to do Natalie job, but it seems as though you never minded. They made you more responsible for the scenes, and it looked like you didn't mind. I'm telling y'all should really watch the show at 1.25K speed. It eats. When I say it eats, it eats. And literally, ever since I started going to fast mode with Zeus, I can't undo it. I can't. Now this TV don't have that option, so I have to watch it on normal. But Zeus, thank y'all. So K Rican comes in, who cares? Move, boom. Her LC fight, boom, move, skip. Nobody gives a rat's. Then Tavi said, she got a problem with legs. Legs whoops her down as she usually does. Whoops her, takes her through long arm. I said, you know what? I've seen them fight 1,000 times, and I'm still enjoying Lex taking her through there. Ain't that crazy? Now, mind you, as Tommy about to get beat up again, the girls keep saying, it's old, y'all should let it go. It's old, let it go. This, what's going on? This. Then y'all just ask Pretty P, do she still got a problem with Summer over something that happened damn near a month ago, maybe 2 months ago, as y'all was filming? So it don't matter. Y'all want them to fade in this scene. So I'm trying to figure out, why is we up here saying, oh, well, this person needs to come do this. Oh, or that's old. All of it is old. The hell? So mind you, another thing that's old is the noodle situation. Once again, this was in the beginning of the season. Everything that y'all bringing up was at the beginning of the season. What are we talking about here? They bring up the noodle thing, then Rolly is trying to bait her and manipulate her to fight Dolly, saying, oh, if somebody punched me with some noodles, I'll be doing this, I'll be doing that. But it's the same one who just said that she loved Elsie and then slapped the dog shit out of her. Like, can we honestly go for Rolly's opinion? Absolutely not. Now, I feel as though both phased with Dolly and Fauna. I feel like Fauna won both. No lie, it seemed like Dolly was more so pulling the girl tracks out of the quick weave than anything else. But you know what I just noticed? Dolly still doesn't have a baddie's chain. After all that, no chain is still giving out. I'm gonna say this too. They've been saying stuff about the reunion. I still have yet to hear them say anything about Dolly getting the baddies chain at the reunion. I mean, she does get one eventually. We do see one on her neck on Instagram, but I'm just trying to figure out when will they give the girl her chain. So everybody checking on Final Crybaby ass. She my nose, my nose, my nose. Oh my god, like girl, you're fine. A scratch. You good. Tavi takes off her glasses. Girl, you need to be thanking God that you just got to scratch. This bitch eyes closed shut. Shut. It is closed shut, babes. Now, mind y'all, the next scene they have is all about Scotty. But again, they got the cast in front of Scotty. They got security in front of Scotty. Like, y'all know that man is not finna allow nobody to touch that girl. She wrapping her hair. She doing all that, knowing that she's not about to fight these people. And it's very irritating for her to keep getting a check and not have to fight. And she talked too much. I want her to be ran. Get out the way. Diamond in the way is annoying. Pretty P coming in there is annoying. Rolly's trying to quote unquote speak up for her is annoying because none of you alls will catch a fade behind her nor for her. So I'm trying to figure out why y'all in front of her when y'all not gonna catch a fade for her or behind her. She called Dolly out, but yet and hold still, y'all ain't letting Dolly get to her, and that's irritating me. So they mad at Rolly because they just feeling like she need to know her place back to being a cast member. I mean, she ain't doing that but Natalie's job. She's not doing that but now what Natalie does. Natalie don't necessarily go person by person, fade by fade, but she'll, say the lines to let y'all know that that's what y'all here to do, and that's what y'all are here to do, win, lose, or draw. And she got a scratch on her face, and now she mad. But when she winning and everything else, she don't mind. But now that she got a scratch and everything, she feel played. But like Rolly said, she didn't tell you to go out there and catch her fade. That shit was old. So therefore, you should have said it's old. We can fight, but I'm not fighting you behind that because that's old. We should have got off what we was mad at then. Not now. Natalie come in playing delusional as always. That's so annoying. That gets on under my skin so bad. So Natalie comes in playing delusional, like, oh my god, what's going on? Like, I didn't help set up a scene where you bitches supposed to come out here and fight. I didn't know today that y'all were gonna come out here and fight each other. Please. Then tell me something. Where were you now? I was. Bitch can't even find a lie. I was. Then tell me something. I was trying to get us booked for the concert, to go on stage for the concert, but y'all look a mess. What concert, Joseline's? I like the way you are. What concert, Natalie? What concert? What concert? Like, oh, that be so annoying. And again, continue to play slow. A bottle. Literally, she was in the club on the mic saying, Summer, stop. You seen the bottle. Cold killer, just stop. Now all of a sudden, a bottle. She got hit with a bottle. I'm over it. So it looks on the next episode that somebody gets a guy. I hope it was Scotty. Thank you. It seems as though Natalie called Scotty out in this. First of all, I love that wig. Every time Scotty does that particular wig, I love that wig on her. The green and brown. It just looks so cute on her. She's going around telling the girls in the house they not friends. I just feel like at 42, 43, you already know y'all not friends. You been said a long time ago, Scotty ain't no friend to you. Scotty was playing the role to get what she is today. So be for real. And I don't know what she's gonna say to the big three. I guess she gonna make it seem like, oh, you throwing bottles in the club, that's weird, da da this, da da that. But you know what's weird? That the season is continuing and I'm over it. And I'm tired of it. That's what's weird. Have a great day or night. I don't care. Or not. See y'all in the next one. Love y'all. Bye. Hey y'all, what it is, what it do? It's your girl Brittany. I'm back. I'm better with another video. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, like the video, click the bell to be notified of every time I post. You know what it is. I know what it is. We know that I post frequently. Come on, say it with me collectively. We are jumping, we are skipping, we hopping, we leaping. We doing a Dougie bow or Dougie yow into this video. Click the link down in the description box below to become a paid member on my Patreon. All right, y'all, come. Without further ado, let's go and get into this video. Not Miss Neek was put on blast, y'all. Not Miss Neek was on the chopping block. Woo! Okay, this is a good episode. I ain't gonna lie. I've been waiting on Joseline to give Neek's her whoopings. Very much so. I've been waiting on her too. Because Neek has been talking, has to get beside herself. I didn't know when the Puerto Rican princess was going to give her that work. So Kanaya up in this little cabaret putting belt to ass. She putting belt to ass, and I don't blame her. Because they really picked her because she wasn't fighting. She wasn't fighting. She wasn't taking on the new girls battle. So now the OGs is jumping on her. Whack. Loser. The storylines are getting dried up. Honestly, no shade. I want to stop doing the cabaret, but every time I think about stopping, they have like one or two little scenes that make me stay reviewing it. I'm not gonna lie to y'all, but these hoes giving weak. I don't like Danny. I don't like Andrea. I don't like them at all. So the fact that she having to work them like this, I'm like, yeah, work these hoes, because they had no business trying to fight her. Like, if y'all are on a 48-hour thing, whatever, y'all can't be with the Puerto Rican princess, y'all can't be in the video shoot, we should be trying to practice, figure out what we can do. I feel as though they still trying to make up for them not finding Hennessy. Y'all trying to make up for not finding Hennessy by finding everybody else. But again, Kanaya did nothing wrong for y'all to fight her. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. The security who don't know which hairstyle to pick pissed me off. He made me so mad. Because literally, you hear her saying, "Get off my hand, security." Andrea thinks she over there really fucking her up. But truly, security just has her hand. If security did not have her hand, she would be over there bowing her. But security literally has her hand. I think that's super whack. I think he needs to be fired immediately, because why do you have her hand? So Andrea lets it be known that she finna get all the girls on her. She told me she crazy, this and that. She psycho, girl. You're a crybaby and you're a loser. You're not a psycho. You're not off the rocks. You're not crazy. Mentally delayed, I give you that, but crazy, actually playing like you about something, you're not. You're the dirt, as Joseline would say. Now that second one, I ain't gonna lie. Whatever her name is, the Wicked Witch of the West, she was windmilling the hell out of Kanaya. She was windmilling the hell out of her. It's really her playing like she liked that or something. It's just taking me by surprise. She's just doing a lot. She's doing a lot. She's doing actually the most, honestly. She's doing the most. Losers. Very much so. Losers have nothing to do. Talking about something, everybody get touched on the cabaret. Yeah, to an extent, everybody does get touched, but y'all still look lame for going out y'all way to fight her when she did nothing. She did absolutely nothing to y'all for y'all to then pick on her and tell me something. Oh, everybody around, they see what type of energy I'm on. They see how tense I am. They see I'm ready on that. They over there looking scared. They're definitely just watching. It's no type of emotion on nobody's face. Everybody's just watching the fade. So Danny and Andrea kind of squirming right now because they like, oh my God, we broke the rule. But obviously they didn't care about breaking no rule. And let's be honest here, it really wasn't no rule to be up because Joseline didn't, stand on like, hey, y'all broke the rule, da da da. She didn't say nothing to them at all. So obviously they already knew it really wasn't no rule. But obviously they her little puppets on the screen. They played a role to keep them, around her, which I think is silly, very silly. They look dumb and they be acting very dumb, like I said, mentally delayed. So Kanaya ends up telling Jane Doe that she next. But my thing is this, Kanaya, if I'm you, I ain't the messenger. She see what's going on. So if she next. Like she said, it is giving like an initiation. It's giving like the OGs versus one at a time, the new girls. But these girls is lame. They losers. In my opinion, it's giving like high school bullies. But these hoes can't stand on their own. most of them can't even fight, if we just being honest. So Danny ends up texting the other girls basically saying, like, SOS, we need y'all. Come on. So they playing like they on it, like, oh, what happened? Who need that? Who y'all ain't got to fight with? Like I said, very high school, very immature, very childish, and they look lame. And then it's her coming down the steps like, I messed up. I fought her. It wasn't like Kanaya was picking on her. She literally was picking at Kanaya. They literally came in the room looking for smoke with Kanaya. Like, truly, it's this whole victim. Oh, it was me. Like, no, she hit me. That's so annoying. Lying on the girl, saying that the girl said that she was better than her. That was words that came out of y'all mouth. Y'all feel like the girl think that she better than y'all because she is better than you, crumb bucket dirty. Oh my God, hag mouth and O's. So Joseline come in being messy, mind you, not saying, oh, I told y'all 48-hour rule, nothing, literally. She come in to some, did you win? Okay. How many rounds? Very much gassing it. But mind you, you want them to respect you. You think that, they always disrespecting you. They crumbs of the earth. They dirty buckets of oats. Like, all this, all that. But, when you set a rule in place, then you ask her, oh, did you win? Da-da-da. Like, you gassing it. So, boom, soon as Kanaya go down the steps, it's stupid. I can't stand her. I cannot stand her. So she going with this narrative of like, oh, you think you better than my toenail is messed up. Oh, she's been here long. Girl, I give a motherfucking right ass what's wrong with toenail. Like she said, oh, and what does that have to do with me? You keep bringing that energy on me. You just want a reason to fight me. I don't like Dodo, but I cannot stand her. Boom, as Kanaya said, she told me, you want to fight me and I'm the softest one here. Hold on, Ratatouille. Hold on, Ratatouille, big sister, not the little one. She did not want to fight you. You wanted to fight her. You and your homegirl came in there looking like two rabbits needing to get a treat real quick and threw water on her. What are you talking about? No, y'all wanted to fight her. Y'all was picking the issue and didn't know that she was going to pick y'all ass apart. So Kanaya ends up taking Erica through there. The chin monster takes her through there. I was so happy. Like, yes. Because she always like to jump in some. Then here come Daz. She taking Daz through there. So she ends up booming Daz on the steps. Oh, well, drag her. I don't mind. Drag that back. So she ends up dragging her. Then everybody else just decides to come in and try to jump her because Daz is getting tore. Y'all already knew Dez was gonna get tore. Y'all already knew Erica was gonna get tore. Like, at this point, that's standard. They're gonna get tore. But if they want to keep getting out there, why not let them get their ass whooped? My thing is this: as I watch a jump trying to be had, Sky, what do you get off by trying to jump in? Where do you get off? Because these was the same people who just fought you not too long ago. What do you get off by trying to jump in? I see why Oceans and, Neek and all them jumped in, but why you? These are the same people just trying to fight your ass last week. So, mind you, Neek ends up justifying her trying to jump in, saying that she didn't know what Jane Doe and Boxer was going to do. What are you talking about? They've been standing there the whole time. They never moved. Like, at all. They did not move. Even when y'all came over there, they did not move. So, no, just say you jumped in because y'all used to jumping. I don't even understand why G Baby still here. I'm so excited for her ass to get on somewhere one hand home. She up here hollering about something. She wouldn't have jumped in for Kanaya. That's okay because Kanaya didn't jump in for you, and nobody really cares what your hot breath ass jump in or out into when you can't even defend yourself against Oceans. Like, bitch, if anything, what would she gain by you jumping in anything? Nothing. And mind you, so Dez throws something. She tried to hit. She said she tried to hit Flame, but it ended up going past Jane Doe. My thing is this though, Dez is not nobody to be scared of. Like, to be honest, y'all should have took her and Erica where they didn't want to go, since they always want to find a way to jump in stuff. She told me, whoa, no. Like, why are you trying to set a boundary with hoes who don't care nothing about it? Who gonna break the boundary every time? Then tell me something. Then Scott tell me something. Y'all need to go home. This is two people y'all seen get jumped. But once again, Sky, the best thing for you to be doing is being in the background and letting it play out. That was the best thing for you to do. You shouldn't have even did too much. It seems as though at the video shoot you ain't got close with them or something. Now you think you a OG or something. But I don't know, it's giving lame on your part too. So Joseline told everybody to get ready for eliminations. And I'm like, damn, you would think they was going to the club because everybody ain't got real cute just to somewhat be eliminated or, whatever. Joseline played like, I'm so tired, been at the video shoot all day, all night, but change wig, change makeup and everything. Not that damn tired, seems like. So eliminations is here. So Danny ends up being like, she don't think that Kanaya should go home. She respects Kanaya. And, I respect you now because you took up for yourself. I was just having to make sure that you at least defend yourself. Like, who the fuck is you for a bitch to be proving themselves to with your onky donk looking ass, mentally delayed ass? Ain't nobody gotta prove none of your ugly ass. So I just need to make sure that you would fight for yourself. She said that she don't like fighting. She never said that she couldn't fight. And the way that she whooped y'all ass, trust me, y'all need to just keep the beast tamed. Now, my favorite part of the episode is Neek getting checked by Joseline. In my opinion, from, I don't know how many episodes we on now, probably 5, 6, maybe even 7. Neek has definitely been thinking that she's that bitch and she's been smelling herself very much so. Neek has been smelling herself. I don't care what nobody say. She definitely walk around the house like her shit don't stink. She definitely walk around knowing that, she's the best dancer and Joseline's not gonna get rid of her. She does. She definitely does. So Joseline ends up asking the girls, do they feel as though Joseline shows Neek favoritism? None of the girls say anything. Now, mind you, they not saying nothing because it's more strategic to be cool with Neek. It's more strategic not to say nothing because they don't know if Joseline gonna flip out on them or not. So that's that. That's the reason why nobody said nothing. Obviously, as a viewer, I'm seeing where she give Neek way more loving than she give the other girls. Everybody know that. Everybody know that Neek is her favorite because Neek can dance or whatever. So boom, Joseline ends up saying like, "Oh, you dance all right." And Neek tells him, "No, I dance amazingly. As she should take up for herself. But two, working with Joseline, that'll put you in a bad space because she don't like nobody taking up for themselves. And that's how y'all last homegirl got sent home. Y'all think that y'all gonna be taking up for yourselves on her show. And to an extent, she has been letting y'all slide, but now you host ice game. And with y'all trying to ice skate, she ain't here for that. So mind you, Joseline's putting belt to ass, like belt to ass. She telling her like, okay, shut up though. Like, I'm still talking though. Let it be done though. And Neek not trying to hear that. Neek is like, but no, this, no. Joseline like, didn't I say be quiet? Like, I said shut up. Shut up means shut up. So Joseline feels as though, like, to an extent, Neek is threatening her by like going back and forth with her. She letting it be known like this her show. It ain't no going back and forth. If I say shut up, I mean shut up. If I say stop talking, that's what it means. I'm not asking you to go back and forth for me. So I can put your job on the line. I can get rid of you today. It's always somebody else that's here thirsty and want your spot. Like, what are you talking about? Okay, you did the I like the way you are video. Now I don't need you no more. So what do you want? So mind you, Neek talking back, they going back and forth. So Joseline like, tempt me, say it. Say that I won't let you go. Say it. Say it. Neek ain't saying nothing. Zip it, Zeta. She ain't got nothing to say. She like, say it. Keep playing with me. I'ma show you. She trying to make an example out of Neek. So everybody basically is telling Neek to shut up. Everybody is understanding, like, just let Joseline have it. Just let her have it. Neek not doing that though. That pride. It's that pride, it's that ego. And two, she grown. I definitely understand you grown as hell. What you look like letting another grown woman kind of like punk you a little bit. So boom, Neek ain't going for that. Joseline is like, be quiet. Ricaro telling her to be quiet. Erica trying to stand up for her. But honestly, in my opinion, Joseline should have sent Erica home. Because my thing is, you really don't bring shit. You're ugly. You're ugly. You can't dance. You can't fight. So I just feel like for you trying to even take up for your home girl, you need to get the hell on. And then Joseline asked the famous question of, but if I get rid of Neek, who walking with her? And when it comes to a bag, everybody disloyal. Okay? When it comes to a bag, all that friendship shit go out the door. Okay? Simple. Now, mind you, Neek is feeling very embarrassed. Very embarrassed. That's, that pride is getting hurt. She don't want to lose her job, but at the same time, she's trying to let Joseline know that she's not no child, which I definitely understand, all that good stuff. But Joseline at this moment in time is letting you know this her shit. This her shit, and y'all not gonna keep playing with her, which I think is hilarious that she doing it with her best dancer. So mind you, Neek turns her back because I think she's about to start crying. I think she started crying, honestly. That's why I think that she turned away so the cameras wouldn't get her crying. So, like I said, Neek started crying. You know, she got her feelings. Joseline felt disrespected by her turning away. So Joseline said, you know, get her out of here. I let her know I ain't playing with her, bitch. I ain't playing with you. Ain't no games in this house. You know, if I let the best dancer go, you know, any of the rest of you hoes will go home. Stop playing with me. And Neek flew out of there. Fly away, run away, love, love, love. Run away, love. She had to run away. She had to get up out of there. Get up out of there. She had to go. But it was a good episode. I'm not going to lie to y'all. But I'm going to see y'all in the next one. I love y'all. Bye.